The vice president in familiar territory returning to Ohio today.
JD Vance headed to Canton to promote the so-called Big Beautiful Bill, the Trump administration's first major legislative win.
And our Morgan Trout asked the vice president about how the bill can impact Ohioans who are at risk of losing their health care.
While the vice president promoted the benefits that the congressional legislation would have on steel factory workers like the ones here, critics say it comes at a high cost.
Great American companies are thriving once again.
Vice President JD Vance touted President Trump and the GOP's 900-page Big Beautiful Bill at Canton steel manufacturer Metallus, joined by U.S. representatives, state officials, and hundreds of workers.
We are going to reward companies for investing in the United States of America, and we're going to punish companies for building in China and Mexico.
The legislation allows companies to get tax breaks faster, which Vance says could incentivize U.S. production. The administration has also been threatening tariffs on foreign products for months now. Factory worker Justin Rice says that this could help American labor.
Really projects kind of the hope and the optimism that really the administration is kind of pushing, and I think that everyone kind of feels. We make a lot of steel not only for the military but also for the automotive and oil industry, so I think those are pretty important. It's important to get steel from the states, not just from overseas.
But the main aspect of the bill is codifying tax changes that Trump made in his first administration, while also expanding funding for immigration and border enforcement. But with tax cuts across the board, something has to give.
The access to health care cut off.
Ohio Senate Minority Leader Nikki Antonio explains that not only was Medicaid slashed in the budget, but there are now additional work requirements. Medicaid recipients under 65 need to prove that they worked 80 hours per month.
We're very concerned that some of the rural hospitals may not be able to stand.
What do you say to those hundreds of thousands of Ohioans that say they will have no health insurance?
Well, what I'd say to those Ohioans is, one, don't believe every false media report that you've heard, because our explicit goal in the Trump administration is to protect people's health care so long as they're working hard, playing by the rules.
There were also major changes to the work requirement exemptions for food stamps, SNAP, eliminating veterans and people facing homelessness. It also increases the work requirements for the elderly. The Ohio Department of Jobs and Family Services isn't sure how many people these changes could impact, but nonpartisan organization Center for Community Solutions estimates that more than 130,000 Ohioans will face a cut of $100 a month. The Medicaid changes will be phased in over the coming years. In Canton, I'm Morgan Trout reporting.